YouTube, welcome to our BookTube episode 2. We got a lot of positive feedback from the first BookTube that we did, so we decided to do another one, a second one. Here we are. This is the BookTube episode 2. Before we start, I would like to ask you guys, those of you who have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do click on the subscribe button and also click on the bell so that you would be notified whenever we have new videos up. Okay? And if you have not liked the Facebook page yet, please do. So that's Team P Cheng on Facebook. And please follow me on my social media accounts at Ika_Cheng. Okay, so let's start. So actually, I already mentioned this during the first BookTube. I talked about reading The Night Manager. So now I am officially finished with the book. Yay! And I just wanted to also feature, because I forgot, that this book actually has deckled pages. Not so sure if that's how you pronounce it, but it's basically an even pages. So it's actually really made that way. So it's very interesting because instead of having like all of the pages with equal edges, this one is not. So it's very uneven. So that's pretty cool. So it's very a cool feature to have in this book. So just a few thoughts on how it ended. So the ending from the book is actually a bit different from the one in the series. So in the series, they made it a little more exciting than the one in the book. But nonetheless, I still enjoyed it. So very well written. So if you have not read this yet, this is a good read. So yeah, officially finished with this one. And another book that I am officially done with is The Hunger Games Prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So actually I got a digital copy of that and over at Google Play, and I read it over my phone. So just some thoughts. So there's this ongoing debate. Well, what do you prefer? Do you prefer reading like as a traditional book, or reading like ebook? So for me, my opinion on that is there are actually pros and cons to both. So it really depends. So of course, reading an ebook, it's easy when like the lights are already off, you're trying to go to sleep, and you want to read a few pages. So of course, since it's illuminated, you'll still be able to read. But I think nothing beats having like a traditional book. So the reason why I got the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes over on Google Play was just I couldn't wait to read it, and because of the quarantine, it would be kind of hard to get the physical copy. So yeah, another negative side of like reading it over on my phone is that it's very distracting because of of the notifications that come in. So it's not, you're not can really focus on reading because lots of notifications keep on coming in. So that's my thought on whether ebook or a traditional book. So it's pros and cons. You just have to go with what you have or what copy you were able to acquire. So just some thoughts about the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So it's a prequel novel. So it actually takes place 64 years before Katniss ever fought in the Hunger Games. So it's actually focused on President Snow. It's so hard to pronounce his name, Coriolanus Snow, but his friends call him Corio, so we'll just call him Corio. So the book is about President Snow when he was younger, when he was a teenager, when he was 18 years old. So you get to see him sort of rise to power. We get to see his origin, where he started. So when news came out that the book was going to be about him, I wasn't so sure how that would fly. It's like making a book about the big baddie of the Hunger Games and making him the lead in the book. So I was a bit skeptical, but I still went ahead and read it, and surprisingly it was very entertaining. So it's 64 years before Katniss, and the capital is slowly reconstructing or building itself up after the failed rebellion of the district. So during this time, President Corio is actually a struggling student in the academy. So his father died in the war, and they basically lost their fortune. But they're still trying to keep up appearances, being a snow. So they're supposed to be high up in society, but in reality they're really having a hard time. So he lives with his cousin Tigris and their grandmother, and they're basically trying to make ends meet. And Koryo is a student in the academy, and he's very ambitious. Even if he's only 18, he wants to be president already. And with his ambition, comes a lot of scheming and planning. And because of their financial situation, he's sort of desperate to get a scholarship so that he could study. And the opportunity comes when the 10th Hunger Games. So during this time, the Hunger Games has just been going on for 10 years. Comes along, and they decide to have students from the academy become mentors to the tributes in the game. So Koryo is assigned to become a mentor, and he thinks that this is an opportunity for him to become more popular, to become successful, and that's why he really wants to do well. So he is unfortunately assigned to the girl from District 12. So of course it's very interesting because our heroine Katniss is from District 12. So with this assignment, Koryo is a bit frustrated because as you know, District 12 is like the first district. So he's not expecting he didn't get a fighter or an ideal tribute. What he got was Lucy Gray. So she's definitely no Katniss. She's actually a singer, a performer, but she's very charismatic. And the two of them use this to their advantage in the games. So it's actually interesting because the Hunger Games itself is just like 1/3 of the book, so there's still a lot that happens. And actually the more of the revelations and basically the transformation of Koryo, it happens later in the book after the game. So that's very interesting. And we actually in the book we actually see a lot of origins of where this came from or that came from the original trilogy. So if you are a fan, you should definitely read this one. It's interesting. It's actually like a character study of Koryo. So we see him transform and basically become what he is in the game. So yeah, that's it. So that was an interesting read. So if you want to get a copy, it's actually available on Google Play, and you could reach out to your favorite bookstores if they already have it. So there, that's my short review for that. And I also want to share that I recently acquired Stephen King's Misery. I recently saw Castle Rock on Netflix. So Castle Rock is like a series based on Stephen King's books and characters. So the second season, it features Annie Wilkes, who is much younger than in the series, and before, basically the events in the series is before the events of this book. So I was so enthralled with the second season that I got curious about her, and when I saw a copy of this being sold online, I couldn't help but get one for myself, and it's actually an advanced birthday gift to myself. So yay! So I'm definitely going to be reading this soon. But for my now reading book, so actually the logic in choosing this book is I wanted to read the big books first, the big bulky books, since I'm still working from home because of the quarantine. I wanted to read the big books first so that I don't have to bring them, when I go to work. I would bring my books like in my bag. I would pack them in my bag. So the big books, I'm sort of like hesitant, because they might get damaged, whenever I bring them with me. So for now, the plan is to start reading it. So it's actually I borrowed this copy from our good friend Prince 6 months. So thank you. So the plan is to read I know it's a very ambitious plan, but while it's still while things aren't officially back to normal yet, and I'm still working from home, the plan is to read this book. So that is it for episode 2 of BookTube. So I guess I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you would like to see more BookTube or whatever content from us, just leave a comment, and don't forget to click on like for the video also. So shout out to the folks on Secondhand Books Philippines. So I actually sort of rekindled my love of books because I joined this group on Facebook, Secondhand Books Philippines, and whenever I would see their now reading to be read or their book hauls, it sort of like inspired me to get back into reading. So even if it's like a lot of things coming out on Netflix or whatnot, reading, you really should make time for it. So yeah, thanks so much for that, and that's it. So again, guys, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, please do, and click on the bell also so that you'll be notified whenever we have new videos. So that's it for now. I hope you guys keep safe, and looking forward to events in the future, hopefully. So that's it for now. Stay weird. Bye.